I've seen racism and sexism and income inequality and division. I've not only seen it, at times I've been on the receiving end of it.
What?
Racism and sexism and income inequality. I've been on the receiving end of it.
You're literally a black female with a net worth of $3 billion. And you think you've suffered income equality discrimination based on sexism and racism?
I've been on the receiving end of it.
Oh, poor thing. She's so oppressed. She owns a 23,000 square foot, $100 million neo-Georgian mansion in California with 70 acres, 14 bathrooms and 2 home theaters, private pool, wine cellar and tennis courts. But she's so oppressed.
Racism.
Another 8,700 square foot home in Colorado. So oppressed.
Sexism.
Another 163 acre estate in Hawaii. So oppressed.
Income inequality.
Another 7,300 square foot residence in Washington. 2 more estates in Montecito, making her property portfolio alone worth more than $500 million. So oppressed.
I've been on the receiving end of it.
She was already earning $30 million a year in her 30s. And by the time her TV show ended in 2011, she was making $315 million a year. That's $10 a second, or $864,000 every single day. So oppressed.
Racism.
She wears jeans that cost nearly $3,000 a pair. She vacations on one of the largest luxury private sailing yachts in the world. Charges around $2.5 million just to give a speech. And still somehow pretends to be resentful about how hard done by she's been.
I've been on the receiving end of it.
If Oprah's success was impacted by income inequality discrimination based on sexism and racism, I'd like to see what her net worth would be if it hadn't. She'd be richer than Elon Musk. She's been in the top 0.1% nearly her entire adult life as a female black woman, and she's still got the nerve to tell you sexism and racism held her back.
Racism and sexism.
Of course Oprah had to mention the racism and misogyny she's faced. From a country that made her world famous and a mega billionaire and shown her enormous love and adoration, legions of devoted middle-class women made Oprah one of the richest people in the country, maybe richest black female in history. And yet it wasn't enough. They were all racist anyway.
Kamala Harris!
The media responded to Oprah's speech with their usual flair for impartiality by calling it no nonsense, despite it being literally the epitome of nonsense.
Let us choose common sense over nonsense.
Oh yes, good old common sense. From the party of men can get pregnant, toddlers should be able to choose their own gender, and 5-year-old children should be given sex education in kindergarten. Just good old down-home common sense.
Just plain common sense.
I'm a busy boy and I don't always have much time for breakfast. And let's face it, if you're in a hurry, the options can be a bit bland and basic. Until now. What if I told you there was a cereal with 0 sugar that was also high protein, keto friendly, with no artificial ingredients and great for a low carb lifestyle? You'd say I was making it up, and I'd say, give me that magic spoon. It's got all that great taste you remember from childhood, but with grown up ingredients. Now this is what I'm talking about. Tastes like the future of breakfast. Cocoa flavour's got to be my favourite, but don't let that stop you from trying all the others. 13 to 14 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, and 4 to 5 net grams of carbs in each serving, so you can feel good about what you're eating. And check out Magic Spoon's new cereal bar collection. Great for when you're on the go and need a quick protein boost. Cheers. That is indeed tasty. Use my code PJW or click the link in the description to try Magic Spoon cereal or treats today and get $5 off. You can also find Magic Spoon in your nearest grocery store, while Magic Spoon also ships to Canada and the UK. In fact, Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed by a 100% happiness guarantee online. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. So click the link in the description box down below, or go to magicspoon.com/PJW for $5 off. Oprah also took time out to defend a crucial component of the Democrats' key core voting base: childless cat ladies. But it didn't quite go as planned.
We just try to do the best we can to save them. And if the place happens to belong to a childless cat lady,
Awkward. The DNC also continued to subject us to the absurd fallacy that the Democrats are the party of the people.
Challenge the people at the top and empower the people at the bottom.
They're really going to hold the corporate elite to account, while literally being bankrolled by them as their overlords watched down from above at this very conference.
A big theme here at the DNC is that they're going to go after corporate gouging, and they're going to go after corporations, whether it's in taxes, largesse, loopholes. Let me reveal a reality to you that has to be spoken to here, okay? Greg, look at the ring of sweets, okay? This is not unique to Democrats. There is a game of money. When people talk about uniparty, we are strangled by the money reality in our politics. Those suites start at 500 grand. You think there's like a teacher group up in there? You think it's like the Cub Scouts of Columbia County, South Carolina, that's up in those boxes? Because that's the game. You pay to play. Those boxes are filled with the same people that they say they're going to regulate. They are literally looking down on the faithful and being told, yeah, we're going to break down on them. We're going to make them pay their share.
Meanwhile, Biden's Secretary of Commerce, Gina Raimondo, also completely humiliated herself after the Bureau of Labor Statistics announced that 818,000 jobs supposedly created by the Biden-Harris White House turned out to not actually exist.
It comes in at 818,000.
Raimondo claimed it was all fake news invented by Donald Trump.
When you hear that, do you potentially think that this new numbers could be a liability for this campaign?
No, when I hear that, first of all, I don't believe it because I've never heard Donald Trump say anything truthful.
It is, though, from the Bureau of Labor.
I'm not familiar with that.
Right, so you're the head of a body that serves as the principal advisor to the President of the United States on all matters related to commerce, and you've never heard of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, a government department that's been in existence for 140 years.
I'm not familiar with that.
All this utter drivel, and cackling Kamala hasn't even given a speech yet.
Like, everybody needs to be woke.
If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website, modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.